Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Iracing series. We are live here from Bristol, Tennessee, home of Thunder Valley, ready to get playoff race number 3 of round 1 underway from Thunder Valley, my home track. So we got to play some bluegrass music in the back because, why not? I want to welcome everybody here to Bristol Motor Speedway as we get set to go 200 laps here, non-stop racing action. It should be very fun. I want to thank all the very awesome sponsors. Plan B Sales, of course, the premier sponsor. Butt Kicker, Iracing, iFlag, Hurricane Media, Midwest Motor Customs. Thank you very much for the awesome sponsorship. You know who you are. You know what you do. We appreciate you very much as we get set to go racing here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. There is a poll. If you are watching on Facebook, there is a poll over on Facebook. Go over and answer it. Let me know who gets the win tonight. We'll see. Should be fun. I got a pick, I think, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I should actually vote or not. Oh, my goodness. I hit my... Love hearing my own voice, of course, play. Anyway, ready to go here in just a moment. Qualifying, get ready to start here very soon. We want to once again thank everybody for tuning in here to Trackside Racing Network here in our pre-race booth. What a better time to be racing here as we get set to go racing. Half-mile racetrack. This is single pit road, by the way. Of course, we will be interviewing drivers and all that good stuff. Coming into tonight, from what I've been told, I need to double check to confirm, but I'm hearing Jason Patton may not actually complete the race because he is having surgery next week because, of course, he's got the MCL or ACL problem. And I think he's actually going to race, but if I'm not mistaken, he's not going to finish. So he's basically eliminating himself from playoff because he's got surgery and stuff. So right now, if that is the case, it's going to eliminate Jason. It's going to push up a couple guys. Of course, the top 12 making it. Right now, Patrick Green would be the one that goes in. Casey Heschel would be very tight, close to him. What I'm seeing, 4 points behind. Logan Jones is only 7 points behind out of the cut line. Keith Smalley, I'm not sure if he is here. So that would eliminate him from the Iracing East playoffs. And tough break. I like watching Keith race this year, and I thought he definitely had a chance to probably go to the Final Four, and unfortunately not going to be able to do so. Of course, Kyle Smalley, probably one of the favorites. 8 wins this season. Marcus Adams has 3. James Lowe with 1. Cody Smith with 2. Greg McConey and Zach Bowerman. That is coming into tonight. As far as the races go for round 2, things get back to somewhat normal. We go back to a 1.5 mile racetrack in Las Vegas. I'm looking forward to that because it's Las Vegas at night time, so that'll be fun. Then, of course, we go to Talladega. You can go ahead and put probably one of the Smith brothers to have a good chance at winning that one. And then the Roval, which that one's going to be interesting. I honestly feel like Kyle has an advantage there. Watching him at Daytona, rode a few weeks ago. He did absolutely fantastic, so we'll see if that's the case. But that is round 2. Of course, we got to get through tonight and all that good stuff. So, want to welcome everybody here. Let me know where you're watching from and all that good stuff. Let me know who you're pulling for. As we get set to go race, we're going to go ahead and hop over to the racetrack right now to get this one underway. And we are getting ready to go. By the way, real quick, before we get things really rolling here, I hope I clicked the right one. Yes. I want to show you guys some of the new stuff from Plan B Sales. Of course, Plan B Sales is the official sponsor for the Iracing East Series. Plan B Sales is an official diecast retailer. There you see one of the diecasts. That is the Ross Chastain autograph number 77. Natalie Decker autograph. All these, by the way, are really great price. These are some of the newest releases that they have. Of course, you see the 98, which is Grant Enfinger as well. Truck, and that's a really good price on the truck. By the way, I think it was only like $55. And of course, you got the Chase Elliott Mountain Dew official size helmet. So it's not the mini or none of that. It's the actual replica helmet, so that's pretty neat. Only bad thing about the replicas I've never been a fan of is it's got a bar up the middle. I mean, I would just want to wear it for the heck of it. Anyway, ready to go racing here in just a second. Qualifying, get ready to take place right now. And we're going to hop straight into qualifying and see what we got here. Who's it going to be rolling out first? It will be Roberto Ramirez in the number 4. 41, sorry. And he's actually reset. So this will take us over to one of our chase contenders, Patrick Green, here in the 80 car. Of course, you see that blue playoff banner. I do got somebody else that I want to show you guys here in just a moment that is in the playoffs that does not have the banner. And we're going to switch over to him in just a moment. We'll see what Patrick does here in his first lap as he works out of turn 4. Great lap there, 14.768. That is a fantastic lap. And let's see who else is out there. Elijah Ennis in the number 68. Cody Smith to the top of the board of 14.660. Patrick Green, Elijah Ennis third right now. James Lowe. Real quick, here's what I wanted to show you guys. You guys may remember Lacey Fisher. You may or may not. If you're new to the broadcast, you may not. That is Ron Worley. Went to high school at Lacey Fisher. Unfortunately, he passed away due to the flu. Not COVID, but it was due to the flu. Earlier, I believe it was this year or last year, late last year. I can't remember. And, of course, he's bringing that paint back tonight. So he is in the playoffs, but running that paint in memory of her. So hopefully he's able to do well. We'll have to keep an eye on him, although he's just wrecked in practice or qualifying. Here's Nick Kessler, the number 4 car from JD Motorsports, Taz Racing Custom. Taz Racing Custom does a great job on all die-cast related items. They make custom die-cast as well, so it's really cool. If you can't get it from Plan B, or if you want your Iracing die-cast replicated, you could do so from Taz Racing Custom. He did Derek Pemberton, a guy that's usually in a booth with me, and sometimes a racer in here, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, who's this? Brody Smith. We're going to talk to one of these guys, by the way, here in just a moment. During the pace laps, one of the guys that might either be very close to the inside or very close to or right there on the outside. If that makes sense. Pretty much just said the same thing. And I think we're going to actually talk to Logan Jones. So we'll see if he can do it. He's got to finish 7 spots and make up some spots here. Good lap time there for Brody. Brody goes to second in that 22. I like that paint, by the way. Good looking paint. Calvin Allison's in here. This is a guy didn't make the playoffs. Maybe should have, but he's a guy that could definitely put up a fight for this win here tonight. And what I want to do is actually find Logan Jones. I want to bring him in. Give me just a second here, guys. We will pull Logan in, if he's in here, that is. He may not be actually in Discord tonight. Does not appear that he is, so we'll pull somebody else in. Let's see. Ryan Worley? Yeah, we'll talk to him because, you know, why not? Ryan's a good guy. We can talk to old Ryan. We just seen him qualify a few moments ago. Didn't qualify the best, but 10th place. I mean, well, you can't really complain. Give me just a second. We'll pull in Ryan. Here he is from Dudes Racing, by the way. We'll pull Ryan Worley. Ryan, you got a copy? Let's add him up in the booth. Hey, Ryan, you got me?
Yeah, I got
you. Man, playoff tonight. Bringing back an original paint scheme we've seen in before. Tell everybody about that paint scheme first before we get to talk about tonight's race.
Right, yeah. Well, I actually just had thought about this earlier. One of my friends had mentioned it to me, but I'd forgotten I'd made these paint schemes. But this is actually Lacey's birthday today. This would have been her 16th birthday. And if you guys remember from back earlier in this, it was like Super Speedway season. I believe that was her first race. And but she had passed away just back in December, last December from the flu. And it was just very shocking for the whole community because she was only 15 at the time. You don't usually expect people of that age to pass away from something like the flu. But it was just very tragic for us, and I just want to keep her memory alive by running this paint scheme tonight.
For sure on that, man. It sucks. Sweet 16, unfortunately, wasn't able to see it, but definitely a good thing for you able to do that. So let's talk about tonight, man. Coming in here 10th in the playoff standings, qualifying 11th, not a bad start. Thoughts on tonight's race? What needs to happen? Which you do got a little bit of a cushion, a little bit, but you're not completely safe in a place like this. So what is the goal for tonight?
Basically just kind of outrun the other people who I'm trying to go against. But the other half of that is just try not to get in wrecks. It's really hard to do, but I think staying up front could give me a much better chance at that than being in the rear, because in the rear you can't see around these corners. You pile into something, whereas if you're up front, there's less guys to dodge if they start wrecking. So we're just trying to pull that strategy.
We haven't talked about pit road tonight in our pre-race, but pit road is a big thing. I believe it's a single pit road, basically where you got to run the back stretch and pit on the front stretch if you're on the front stretch, if that makes sense. Very top pit road. Are you even thinking about pit road right now, or is it something that you already pretty much aware of?
I know it exists, but I don't think we're going to get to the point where we need to use it under green flag, so I don't have much concern for it.
By the way,
I might make a mistake or two, but it's just part of racing.
Just FYI, you do not have to use it under green, so don't make that mistake.
Don't have to use it under green at all?
Do not have to use it under green. You can actually go straight in, only under the thing. From what I've been told, that's how it is in real life, so I'm guessing that's how it is in here. So, either way, man, go do what you can do. I don't think we'll have to worry about too many green flag pit stops, but go do what you do, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thanks,
have
buddy.
a good one.
You too. There you go, Ryan Worley. Yeah, so we talked about the pit road. You kind of heard it just now. You do not actually have to. Now, pit road here, Bristol made this pit road different because, as you can see, Kyle Smalley and Calvin Allison qualifies up front. Big surprise. But pit road here, in real life, under caution, you have to enter out of turn 2, go down the back stretch. If you're pitting on the front stretch, which is what we're on now, stay on the bottom to the outside, come all the way around down the front stretch pit lane, then you pit, then you exit. There you go. So, enter turn 2, go all the way around, exit turn 1. Or actually exit turn 2. Is it exit turn 2 or enter turn 1? Or enter turn 4? Either way, it might be vice versa. Under green, you're supposed to be able to run it straight. The reason why they did that is to make pit road more even in real life. So I'm sure it's like that on here as well, but don't think we're going to have to worry about too many green flag pit stops tonight. There is 27 drivers in this race. And well, at a short track like Bristol, I mean, we pretty much know how tough this place could be. Keep giving us your thoughts over on the question or the poll tonight. Who will win? We do got a couple votes in right now over on Facebook. Let us know who you think will win. Kyle Smalley, Patrick Green, Casey Heschel, or the field. So make sure you guys vote. Kyle Smalley, of course, choosing the outside lane. No big surprise to see the outside lane getting chose. Let's just be honest. It's the Highline track now, unfortunately. Until Iracing at least adds the PJ1 strip. So we got to take 2 trips around Bristol Motor Speedway. There's a great look at Thunder Valley. We're going to hopefully see some great views from this. I just want to say normally, never mind, I'm not getting into it. Anyway, we're ready to go green. Caution lights are out here from Bristol. As we get ready for round 1, race 3 of the playoffs, 4 drivers set to be eliminated. Who will it be? We're about to have that question in 200 laps. Waiting on the pace truck to drop down. There it goes. The green flag set to wave. We wait. Green flag is out in the air. Oh, wheel spin already up front for Calvin Allison. That's going to give way for Brody Smith to take advantage. Brody does take second. Good pass there. How about that 2-car? David Eamon making a big move. He's already up to P5. Haven't spoke a lot about him. We did talk about him last week. Big wreck behind, and it is Chris Worley bobbed. Caution flag comes out, and I see some other cars that may be in trouble here that might be part of this playoff. We're going to try to get a better look here. Welcome to Bristol, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens. The 40 involved. I'm trying to see who else in that Red Bull car was it. The 70, that's Raymond Dormer. The 40 was Gavin Hibbs. And these guys are already done early. I mean, look at the damage already. Even on Marcus Adams, there's damage already on his car. As we're going to try to look down here at some of these cars that's down here. Pit road's going to be open. You see right here, the 48 has to enter on the back stretch. This is what we was talking about. He's got to go all the way around. I don't know. I think we only got like one pit stop down the back, actually. Since, unfortunately, Raymond Dormer has disconnected. And you see him right here going to the front stretch. So you do see some cars actually on pit road. Chris Worrell being one of them. Chris Worrell is a member of the playoff race, so that is a big shot for that 6 car. There's a ton of damage on the back. My curiosity question comes to mind. And Bristol's not a very aero track, but I feel like that car is going to be a little tough to drive. There was something else that started during this. Like it stacked a lot of drivers up. I mean, there's some damage even involved at drivers that had no, nothing on it. I like that paint, by the way. Brian excavating. I like that. Good paint there, Greg. There's the man, Jason Papp. And Michael Anthony. Joe Francis. Elijah Ennis. Running that 911 GSR paint scheme. Thomas Welding. Or, not Thomas Welding. Timothy Jennings. Ryan Broderick. Logan Jones in that 23. This is the guy I'm really hoping. Honestly, I normally don't have favorites, but I really hope he makes it in. Of course, Ryan Worley in that awesome paint scheme as well. Cody Smith going to be a factor. David, Patrick Green. We already seen these guys up front, of course. As the green flag is back out in the air. Sorry, he's going through so many paints. It's going to be a battle right now. Never mind. Brody Smith really driving the wheels off the car. Battle going to be a little bit further back. This is the 4 and the 7. Side by side. Cody Smith, watch the run. He gets on the outside. There it is. Now, the thing that you have to worry about at Bristol, and I know this just from being there for so many years and watching it, of course, and everybody knows this for racing it on here. The push-up out of these turns, like the 4 right now, the biggest issue he's got to take in mind, you're not going to be able to carry your full momentum off the bottom side because you're afraid you'll slide up, almost like he just did right in front of the double zero. But this is an issue that usually hurts a lot of guys. He is able right there to fall in line, which is definitely what he wants. Brody Smith, right on the back bumper here of the number 22 of Kyle Smalley. The number 46, that is, of Kyle Smalley. We'll see what the outcome is. I believe that is a Call of Duty Cold War Great Clips, number 22. That's pretty cool. That's what that paint is. Great look at Bristol as these guys run around here. I mean, it is wild around this. Look how quick. It's like a big conveyor belt. It's basically what it reminds you of. Here we go. The 4 getting in the back. That is Kessler having some trouble. He's definitely going to probably go all the way back to at least 11th as Logan Jones able to get by him. Ryan Broderick looks to do the same. He is teammates with Ryan Worley, Greg McConey, and Jason Papp. Broderick up to 11th. Nick Kessler back to P12. Here's Jason Papp side by side with 48 of Connor. Was side by side with 48 of Connor. Connor takes away 18th. James Cato. Jason Papp, I'm going to be honest, he may not be able to run this full race. This is one of them tracks where I said he's got MCL and ACL problems. He's got to have surgery next week. If you guys have never tried iRacing, like you use your brake quite a bit, especially at Bristol, it is so hard to push down at a place like this, and I'm sure he's going to be feeling it. If he even finishes this race, I'll be super surprised. Somebody smacked the wall, but it does benefit Ryan Worley taking away a little bit of damage on that Lazy Fisher number 00. Of course, we talked to Ryan a few moments ago. Today is Lacey Fisher's birthday. She passed away back in December, unfortunately. So he's running in memory of her. He is part of the playoffs as well. And that's James Lowe right behind him, and you can ride on board with that 99 car. Working out of turn number 2 into turn 3. Look how quick. I mean, it is so tough. Let me give you an actual cockpit view of what these guys see. This right here is exactly what the driver sees. The yellow comes out, but you can see. You cannot see really to your left side. Very tough. It is a blind corner. As Elijah Ennis may have been involved in a wreck. Yes, he was. And it looks like he may be stuck. His car, he just needs to hold the brake. I'm not sure who else was involved in this. A 51. Hard contact for Bristol. There was a couple other cars involved here as well. Oh, there was definitely contact between Ennis and Timothy Jennings. Looks like 68 just got loose and came up. A 50 of Joe Francis involved. Somebody else got a little bit here. This pit road is open, by the way. You see the 21 there. Anyway, pit road's open, and some cars came down, some cars didn't. Calvin Allison elected to. He's down and away. A little slow stop for him, but still. Cody Smith coming down as well. Cody looks like he might have some damage on the back of that car. Yeah, why would... who is that just wrecked? A 41 of Roberto Ramirez sitting sideways. He just ran into the... Oh, yeah, Chris World not happy. I don't know. I think... Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if the 6 came back up to hit him, but that was on the 6. I just want to point that out. That was not the 41's fault. And I understand Chris's frustration already, but Roberto was just catching up, and the 6 slams his brakes on to try to get down pit lane. I get it, but you just can't do that when other people behind you catching up. Like, you got to call it out. Anyway, so we're going to double back up here from Bristol as the pace lights are still going to be on here on the pace car. Once again, if you're watching over on Facebook, make sure you answer our poll of the night. Who's going to win? Kyle Smalley, Casey Heschel, Patrick Green, the field. I mean, Patrick Green right now 4th. Casey Heschel back in 15th. I haven't checked on him. Remember, he's right there on that cut line for the playoffs. Now, he did pit, so that's one reason why he's back there. His car looks fine, so he'll be all right. But you got to start to wonder, is this man going to be the champion this year? I mean, he has been one of the, if not the dominant car, week in and week out, all season long, when it comes to racing here on the Monday Night Series. Also, if you're watching over on Facebook, make sure you give us a like and follow as well. We are almost at 1,000 followers. We would appreciate that. And you can stay up to date if you're on YouTube as well. Subscribe, hit the bell. I think it notifies you. We got broadcast all week long. But right now, we're getting ready to go green back here once again. Green flag set to wave. Green flag is out. And they stack up. Logan Jones in the middle. We stay green. Thing about Bristol, man, everything happens so quick and there is nowhere to go once it starts. Like, if you're not comfortable, your best bet is just to back out of it. As you see Calvin Allison battling the 7 of Cody Smith. That is the 41 of Roberto Ramirez. Remember, we see him get turned. Oh, there they go. The 7, the 28, hard into the wall. The 48, the 10. Caution flag is out and more cars involved. Ron Worley makes it through it. We talked about it. Chain reaction, that is a thing when it comes to places like this. I'm not really sure what happened with the 7. Looks like the 7 just got in the back of the 28. And I'm going to be, like, let's look at this again. Let's make sure this is what it is. Well, 28 passes him pretty clean. Oh, he just gets in the wall. That's what it was. Not a lot of room. Really not a complete clean pass. And then you see more. The 4 involved, the 48. And I think the 31. I'm sorry, is that 31? Is that what I've seen? Marcus Adams? Did get involved, but luckily escapes with kind of minimal damage. Well, welcome to Thunder Valley. These guys' tempers already a big factor. Casey Heschel on pit road. He didn't get any, did he? Uh-oh. Casey Heschel, one of our pole drivers tonight, damage on the front end. Will this be enough? And eliminate him. I mean, honestly, it could. He's going to go a lap down and try to get his lap back under the caution. The next caution. Man, if you're him, you just got to survive. Like, your goal, if you're Casey, is honestly finish, ahead. Patrick Green and guys like that. Or Logan Jones. Tough break. So, Brody Smith is out front, by the way. He was able to take that great clips. I love that car. Like, I'm not a Call of Duty fan, really, that much. It's okay. It's a great looking ride. Here we go. Pace lights are off on the pace truck. Getting ready to go back green flag. And what a better time for us to crank it up. Because we plan turn it up because we plan to do this twice today. So y'all enjoy. Still green here. I just seen Marcus Adams have a handful. He's side by side with David Eamon right now. watching him battle. He just got in front of J.R. Houston a moment ago. David right there in 5th as well. David's done a good job. Patrick Green, by the way, Brody Smith has lost a couple spots. He falls all the way back to P4. Not quite sure if he got some damage on that number 22 car. We're going to try to jump down and see. I don't think he's good. I don't know what happened. As you look high above the spotter stand, and right there, that move that Marcus Adams just did is Bristol 100% on the bottom side. Basically what he just did, basically slide job, or not slide job, you basically dive bombing and try to slide up in front of the guy in front of you. If you can't get around him on the outside, if he's going to try it again, watch. He ain't going to do it yet. He's going to try to get a run to do it. But he needs to have room in front of him to slide up. He might have a chance here. Here he goes. Trying to dive it in deep, not going to be enough. And this will go on. Sometimes it takes 15, 20, 25 laps to make a pass like this. And, I mean, the run that you get off the high side, you see David able to get to run off the high side. That's really the line you want to be in. But, of course, sometimes you're faster and you really can't go nowhere. So you got to try to go where the other guys aren't. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. So we're going to keep watching this one. And, I mean, really, if we compare the drivers, last laps, these two guys, and you can see Adams clearly faster by about a half a tenth. We'll see if it is this time, but a little bit faster that time as well. He's trying to set it up. Both these guys, of course, are in the playoffs. Here comes Marcus once again underneath. Now it will be enough. Not quite. Oh, he may have a chance. He's side by side. Yeah, he's going to be able to get him this time. He'll slide up in front of him, too. Gets the wall a little bit. And there you go. That's how you do it. It takes a little work, but you can do it. You see Broderick trying to do the same here. The teammate, Ron Worley, almost gets into the side. That's Nick Kessler. Remember, we've seen him have some trouble early. Kessler going to be able to take away a nice spot with that. And that is the benefit that you're willing to take, the chance you're willing to take by going to that low side, trying to make a pass. It just tends to hurt you. Do want to mention that Casey Heschel is still running, but he is now 2 laps down, so we'll see. And you see right there, James Lowe falling back as he loses the spot to teammate Marcus Adams. Ryan Worley looking to do the same thing David did that Marcus did. Marcus already up to 3rd. Remember, we've seen him work forever a few moments ago on this 2 car. And now we're seeing the 00 do the same, or try to do the same. Now, can he stay side by side? That's the question. And there's also a question, can he clear the 2 and have room to get up? Right now, the 20 side by side with the 90, so there's not a lot of room coming off the corner. Unless do the 00 and complete both passes, which would be, look at that. What a pass by Ryan Worley. Wow. Great pass. Moves that 00 up to P6. He's racing for something tonight. Good pass there. One of the best passes we've seen. Keep in mind, fresh tires is there. His contact with the wall. He's good. There's Ryan Worley smacks the wall. That is the difference in fresh tires as well. We got our yellow here on the quarter lane mark. I'm trying to see who it is. Elijah Ennis very slow. Looks like that is the caution. I think there was maybe no damage, as there was contact between him and the 23. Should have stayed green. Whatever. Unfortunately for Elijah, he goes a lot down with that. I believe that should give this 49 to Lucky Dog, right? We'll have to wait and see, but it looks like it. You think so. Maybe not. I don't know. Pit road's open. And yeah, you got to come down pit lane Now you kind of see what the 00 is able to do. As we watch, I really wish we could see the pit crew jump off, but in spectator mode we can't. See the 10 on and off pit road. He actually missed his box. Kyle Smiley down the way. Followed by Marcus Adams. I want to mention Nick Kessler staying out with Calvin Allison, Jason Papp, Logan Jones. All four stay out. And we'll see if Logan comes in. I've got a feeling he may. Although you got to do something if you're in the playoffs. I mean, he's trying to make it. And you see him coming down. And I think that's the right call right now to come down. If you're him. I think he might. I don't know. We are about to close up our poll. So if you have not answered a poll question over on Facebook, make sure you do so. It is up in the right-hand corner. Click that, and you will see our poll question. All right. You guys see the poll question up on the screen? Or should maybe see it up on the screen. I don't know. It may not be up there. We'll go ahead and just show the results that we got. For now, that is. If you're watching the full screen, it should be popping up. I don't know if it will or not. Anyway. Right now we got Kyle Smalley leading by 3 votes over everybody else. Only 3 people has voted, so not a ton of people by any means. But we're going to reopen the poll. That way you guys should still continue to vote. We'll officially close that at lap 75, so make sure you get that vote in. Pace truck about to drop in here for Bristol. And I just want to say that turn 1 at Bristol is not correct. Anyway, we're ready to go green. Or, I'm sorry, not that turn 1. The stands at turn 1 at Bristol is not correct from what I'm seeing. Green flag about to wave. Pace truck is in. It's a great looking picture right there. Green flag is out. Nick Kessler getting down the way, but watch how quick. Jason Papp on the outside. 31 going to be caught behind him. Marcus Adams in a world of trouble right now. He still caught up behind Jason Papp. There's more trouble. Contact between the teammates. 3 wide at Bristol. What will happen? All 3 of these guys are in the playoffs. And by the way, fresh tires plays off, as you can see. Kyle Smalley to the lead here on a lap 61. Looking down here at the racetrack. Great view from above as you see our top 4. And then right behind them, J.R. Houston leading the second group. As we watch. Jason Papp right there in that one car trying to get out of the way. It's also Nick Kessler still doing a pretty good job actually considering, 40 or 32 lap fresher tires for everybody else. Want to mention it's the 49 and 68 both are racing for the lucky dog spot. Oh, contact. I heard it. Where's it at? Might have been the 23 of Logan Jones that got the wall. And we look a little bit further up in the field. Good racing right now, pretty much for the most part, though. We are almost to the halfway point. I can say that now. Because normally, it's so quick to get around here. I mean, it does not take long to get 40 laps done in a place like this. Uh-oh, I heard a big hit. Somebody else killed a log. I can't find who it was. Had to be back here somewhere. Cody Smith trying to hold on to ninth. It's James Lowe, Nick Kessler, Connor, Roberto Ramirez, Zishan. Once again, Casey Heschel still trying to stay in front of Elijah Ennis. Right there's Casey. He wants a yellow to come out. It will put him back on the lead lap. Remember, this is an elimination race, so 4 guys will be eliminated here tonight. Casey right now 4 points behind Patrick Green, who's up in second. But there is some other guys he can still, even if Patrick Green does it. Because I just noticed Michael Anthony right here in 18th as well. He is still running for a playoff spot. I haven't really talked about him, and he's got damage. We're going to keep an eye on him as well. Side by side with Marcus Adams and Ryan Broderick. Work out the corner. J.R. Houston right here in the 20 car leading. David Eamon right now 6th. Calvin Allison back in 14. Do not count out the 28. Just point that out. See Elijah Ennis, unfortunately, going to go another lap down. That's 2 laps down. Now here's the thing with Bristol. A new lucky dog, if a caution was to come out, would be Jason Papp. That is the thing when it comes to Bristol. It does not take long for you to catch up to other cars. So if you're, Casey Heschel, you kind of have to keep up with them as well, I feel like. Because we may not be saying a lot. We may have had a few cautions here, but this place is known for green flag runs. As our poll has officially closed, and Kyle Smalley does have the most votes on who you guys will think will pick up the win here tonight. I think we can't argue with it, that's for sure. We got us out front right now by 1.2 seconds. So we'll see if Kyle can hold on. Oh boy, that 20 got that wall pretty good. He's trying to run down Brody Smith. Brody Smith putting some pressure on Patrick Green for the second position. Roberto Ramirez, Zishan underneath him. Oh, Zishan a little loose, not going to be good enough to take it. Here he comes back once again. Oh my goodness, that 40 car, or 41 car almost lost it. I was actually trying to look at that damage. Zishan's car, I like that paint, that flat black, or matte black. So I want to mention that Casey Heschel has gotten around Jason Papp. Papp now 2 laps down, unfortunately. So now the next car that would be a lap down is right here in Nick Kessler. as after that would be James Cato, I believe. And James, of course, you see right there in the playoffs as well. The thing that's going to hurt James Cato. See in the playoffs, we got a yellow. To double check, it shows he is, but you don't know where this yellow is at, by the way. May have been the one of Jason Papp. He's a little slow. I don't know. Anyway, pit road is going to be open. And these guys will come to pit road. And I'm looking for James Cato. That shows he has a playoff banner on, but I don't think he's in the playoffs. Unless I just ain't seeing it. I thought he was, but double check it. Yeah, I don't see it. We'll find out for sure for you guys. Unless I'm just looking at the points wrong, maybe in the Iracing E-Series thing. So pit road is open, and guys are coming down taking pit stops. Logan Jones, did he lead that lap? He did, I think. But of course, he's getting a wave around, so that's probably why. I don't know if he let it or not. Anyway, we'll be double back up here in just a moment. Yeah, James Cato's not in the points. He's back in 27. I don't really know why he's got to play off better on. So Kyle Smiley goes back to the point here, and he will be out front. I do want to mention that Casey Heschel did not get the wave around, so he will still be a lap down for the time being. But luckily for him, he's still got a little over 100 laps to go. Getting ready to go back green here in just a moment. I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again to TRN as we get set to go green here for the Iracing E-Series, sponsored by Plan B Sales, of course. You guys can see the logos and all that stuff up there in the top right-hand corner. This restart's been pretty interesting the last few times, so let's keep it up here and watch and see what happens. As the green flag is out in the air, you're looking high above Bristol. Here comes Patrick Green. Oh, stacked up right there for third or fourth. That was Brody Smith that had a little mishap, and Ryan Worley going to go around his outside. Take that spot away, and you see once again Kyle Smiley able to get out front. Pull away. David Eamon going around. Big wreck here. Logan Jones and Bob. Casey Heschel and bobbed. And with that, Casey Heschel championship hopes. Much as you hate to say it, maybe down the drain. He had a great run last week. He got involved. Right up in front, nowhere to go. Oh, he got ran over from the back from the four of Nick Kessler. Not sure. Nick just didn't see the wreck or what it was. There's also Logan Jones that got some of this as well. Logan in the playoffs or trying to make the playoffs. He's going to be able to keep running, but there is damage on the 23. And the 2, by the way. David Eamon. I believe David's going to be fine as far as the playoff goes. I'm checking to make sure on that. Yeah, David should be good. He's well ahead of everybody else. He's definitely going to be good, but Logan Jones and, unfortunately, Casey Heschel. By the way, we are still green. I think after that. Or we just went back green. That may have been what it was. I did not see that. I assume he's watching the replay. Anyway, we're back green. And out front, Patrick Green takes the lead away from Kyle Smalley and J.R. Houston. Kyle falls all the way back to P3. There's JR and Kyle now side by side. Kyle Smalley trying to get back second at least. Want to mention that Nick Kessler is on pit road as well. As you see Kyle taking away P2. Working out of turn 2 into 3 already. These 3 guys, Brody Smith, Marcus Adams, James Lowe. Brody not in the playoffs, I want to mention that. But would still like to get a win here, especially here. This is a track that a lot of people would love to get a win on. Or love to try to get a win. Comes the 06 and Logan Jones side by side. Unfortunately for Logan Jones, I just don't know if he's going to be able to make the playoffs now after what happened. He was only, well, he was still like 7 points out of it. So I think he's going to definitely have to have a top 10. And he still may get it depending on what happens here in the rest of this race, but I don't know. We're catching some lap cars. This is James Cato and Patrick Green. Jason Papp getting out of the way. You see the 87. Nice job turning down the racetrack. It's going to set up to 46, however. Looking to the inside. Kyle Smalley says, don't mind if I do. I'm trying to go back to the lead where I belong. That's exactly what he's doing. Patrick Green is doing a good job, though. I'm trying to defend this. He does defend it, actually. Good job for Patrick. See, 41 to wreck my car. I could cross the finish line out here. Hey, Joe, I hear you, man. I'm like, you know, I can't repeat exactly what you said, but I get your frustration. Like, honestly, you know, I kind of vouch for it as well. Like, I completely understand. You got a right to be mad, especially over that. As we got a stack up down here on the bottom. Ron Broderick really slow coming to pit lane. Watch this. He gets in a wall, I believe, off the corner. Oh, he blows up. That's why he was so slow. And pulls right back up in the middle of traffic. Right in front of the leaders, by the way. I want to mention that. That was not a smart thing to do if you're Ryan. Honestly, I know. Like, not to be mean, but you just blew up and you almost, and that is the thing, almost caused a big wreck. And there is a yellow out on the racetrack as well. I'm not sure this may be for him. Did he not come down pit lane or? Oh, Jason Papp had trouble. Oh, and the 12 of Greg McConaughey. This is 2 teammates, by the way. Jason not holding the brakes, I don't think, and that could be honestly an issue with that leg not holding the brakes, and that's a tough hit. McConaughey was running pretty good too, and unfortunately for him, the damage is heavy on that car now. Wow, this is all getting kind of going a little crazy right now, I'm not going to lie. With that said, Jason Papp, I believe, may be eliminated from the playoffs. After that wreck, I believe that's going to take him out of the race. That sucks. So, with that said, we are about to do our second turn it up here for the night, as the field has gotten ever so smaller here for Bristol Motor Speedway. So, y'all enjoy your final turn it up here of the night. Coming to the green flag. Y'all enjoy. Redo that again because there was a huge wreck and I don't know how. And this is a Bristol wreck. This is 100%. There's it is. 00, the 7. What happened? How does this happen? How did the 00? Did he get wheel spin? Watch the 00 on the bottom around the whirly. Wheel spin. Into the 28, into the 7, into the 3, into the 28, 20. I don't know who else is involved. Look at that. Oh, Ryan. That was a pretty bad wheel spin, though. My goodness. Right there it starts. 28, 99, 3, 31, 68, 00, 23, 49, 41, 2, 48, 8, and 28. Well, that was probably one of the biggest pileups we've seen at Bristol in a long time. And it does bring out the yellow here, unfortunately, once again. I want to mention that Patrick Green back here in 11th because he did stop and take tires. Everybody, by the way, has taken tires besides our race leader, Kyle Smalley. Everybody else has been on pit road, so this is a way to put him, try to force him in the back. We'll see if it works out or not. All right. We're ready to get going. Here once again. Green flag out. Will Fresh Tires help Brody Smith get around Kyle Smiley. He's working. It's your chance to push that 46 further back. You guys got to stay green and let that 46 burn this off. You can see there is a difference in tires. The 22 looks fast. I mean, hey, just saying, Kyle gave these guys a 20 lap difference in tire situation. You got to take advantage. Here he comes. James Lowe taking away third as well. Single file all the way up back to J.R. Houston. There's a big gap right further back. And we're watching Casey Heschel, who honestly, some of these other guys having bad luck. You never know. Although Casey's still 2 laps down. Marcus Adams puts pressure on teammate. Here comes James Lowe as well. Battle for 5th. Patrick Green. Patrick Green still battling Cody Smith. Remember, that's 7. Even with the damage, they're still doing a great job and able to actually hold on to 6th right now as J.R. Houston tries to confirm it. By the way, up front, the 31 smacks the wall coming out of the corner. That does allow a teammate to get back around. Here's a look at that replay. Right here, I think coming out of the corner. Yeah, just slow. Marcus Adams had trouble getting out of the corner. Here comes James Lowe. Watch for him to make a move. As a yellow comes out, Elijah Ennis once again. And this time it may be the death of his car, as he basically went for a long ride here, all the way through turns 3 and 4 by himself. just lost it. And that unfortunately ended his night. All right, let's see. By the way, you see Casey Heschel. He is going to get one of his laps back, which is actually pretty impressive. So he'll be one lap down instead of two now. Here we go. Ready to cut the pace lights off. 49 car. Gonna get the wave around. Let's do it. Double file back up, by the way. Everybody back on fresh tires here. So Marcus Adams, Kyle Smalley, Cody Smith. Oh, wheel spin. Yep, there they go. Crashing, and that is in 22 of Brody Smith. I think there might not be a yellow for this. Not yet. As Brody Smith still, yeah, there will not be a yellow. And I think this was him and his brother that kind of have made contact. 7, yeah, they both get wheel spin into each other. Oh my goodness. One more look at this. We will jump back up immediately following back live. Here's that restart. Let's give a 7 just to wall. The 31 even got wheel spin as well. Wheel spin's been a big pain here tonight. That does help Kyle Smalley just basically pull away from the field. Here's J.R. Houston and David Eamon side by side. But David up front with that David's race car still battling with no hood. Showing in P6 now. Maybe going to fall a little bit back here. Is James Cato underneath him as well. Still watching David here, but let's jump up a little bit. James Lowe is putting pressure on J.R. Houston. This would be a balls out 1, 2, 3. If the 99 is able to get around the 20 lap, he's going to take that. As the 20 make a small mistake, moving him back to fourth. James Lowe up to third. Looking in the field as well. Check on Casey Heschel. He's battling here. Casey trying to stay at 1 lap down. He would need to get the lucky dog, but he's got a very fast Kyle Smiley really working up on the back of him. Trying to see how far difference that is. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, right there, Roberto Ramirez is going to go 1 lap down. So that's not what Casey wants. So late in this race, I mean, there's still a chance he could still get back on his lap, but we'll have to wait. Kyle Smiley still out front. Marcus Adams, Cody Smith. Right now, every driver inside the top 5 is a member of the playoffs. 6th place is not, however. 7th is, 8th is, and 10th is. Patrick Green. Remember we talked about him. Oh my goodness, what happened there? There we go. Patrick Green was running really well. You see some damage on that car now. Tough break. He was in a good run, but I think he's going to be okay as far as points go. I think he'll definitely, well, I don't know if he's definitely going to make it. He's right there on the bubble. Actually, right now he's out of the elimination. He's 7 points behind Michael Anthony. I just heard somebody get the wall. Michael Anthony is up in 8th. So right now, Patrick Green in a little bit of trouble here. I think he's got for him. I believe Patrick Green's going to make it because Jason Papp pretty much has eliminated himself in this playoff, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh, who was that? Kyle Smiley up on the back of Logan Jones. Logan Jones was in my final, or a guy I had predicted to make the Final Four, and unfortunately not going to happen as he goes another lap down, putting him 13 laps down. Here comes Kyle Smiley now. Even Brody Smith right now back trying to stay on the lead lap. This is a big pass here for that 46 if he can get around this 22. You see 22 pushing over so hard. But the thing is, 49 did not want this to happen. Casey's going to go 2 laps down. And I'm going to be honest, I think he could eliminate him from the playoffs. Depending on the rest of this race. I mean, we're coming down to the wire now. What, lap 168? I mean, we are ticking them off. Hey, KP. Kyle Smiley still with us. Back a little bit. With Z-Shot and David side by side. Working off turn number 4. Or turn 2 into turn 3. Told you guys I get these turns always mixed up. You'd think me being from here and going to so many races, I'd know my turn. Oh! There they go. Caution's going to come out, I think, in this one. Yeah, and this right here, there may have been a little hate on this one. What happened? Oh, the 10 went up to block the 8. And, you really can't do that, honestly. And, oh, no. Michael Anthony was involved. Remember, he was in the playoffs. Please tell me he didn't blow up. Okay, he did not blow up. He was able to get going. The thing is, he was coming into the night, looking at the standings, Michael Anthony was 12th in the points. Remember, that cut line is 12th. The thing is, Jason Papp, and that's the thing, Anthony's going to be in. Because Jason Papp's going to get eliminated because he already basically took himself out. He said that he did not want to run. So right now, it'll be Patrick Green right there on the cut line with Casey Heschel. Patrick's going to need to keep running like he is. As long as he finishes in front of Casey, I think he's okay. I think that's pretty much the scenario. As pit stops are underway. And you see Kyle Smiley already down the way. Calvin Allison staying out. We'll see if that pays out or plays off or not. All right. We're ready to go back green here once again. As the green flag waves, we're back under green flag conditions here for Bristol Motor Speedway. As this race continue to tick down, we're coming to 25 laps to go. Patrick Green battling for positions. He just needs to finish here. I think as long as he finishes this race in front of Casey Heschel, he's going to be good. So if you're him, you just kind of, I get why he don't know for sure, but if he's not top 10, I think he's definitely locked in 100%. But I believe if he would finish in front of Casey, I believe he's good to go. Side by side, you see JR used to get a little loose. That does allow Patrick to try to get around on the outside. And yes, for now, maybe not so much. And Houston going to be able to hold on to the 8th spot, Green back to 9th. Marcus Adams, new fastest lap. A 14.524, fastest lap of the race, that is. Brothers Cody Smith and Brody Smith side by side. Just for a top 4 spot, so this is always cool to see. We've seen them push each other to wins at Talladega, which is always awesome. And here they are, almost making contact as the 22. Almost getting into the back bumper of that 7. And there you see him bumping the 7. And remember, Cody Smith is in the playoffs, and right now, old Brody not too happy with brother, I believe. You see right there, the 22 going to slide up in front of the 7. Here comes the crossover. This is a great race between these two. This is fun to watch. And you do see Brody Smith take that spot away and actually drive away a little bit. 22 into 3. Here comes the 99 of James Lowe underneath, taking away 7th position. Now the 20 of J.R. Houston next on his list. Still up front. Kyle Smalley still leading by about 9/10. If anything happens to change right there, we'll jump back up. I just now noticed the 99 does not have a front end. Huh. So, I mean, 7 don't either. But. About Ryan Worley, nothing but great things to say about his run tonight. He's done a fantastic job. Not sure if he's going to be able to hold on to the top 3 or not. With Brody Smith right there closing in. But either way, kudos to that 00 car. He's done a fantastic job. Of course, running out in memory paint right there. You see it on the back. Rest in peace. Lacey Fisher, whose birthday today, passed away back in December. And she would have been 16 today, so he's running that paint for her, so that's always cool. J.R. Houston underneath Cody Smith. This is for the 5th position. So open door for the 99 as well. There they go. Big wreck. J.R. Houston involved. The 3 involved. Everybody else just makes it through. Caution does come out. Now what do you do if you're the race leader? Here's a look at this. I think the 20 slid up. Yeah, he just kept sliding up, and the 91 was there. Unfortunately for J.R. Houston, that does hurt him. Now the question is going to be, does that take him out of the playoffs? I think he's definitely good. Oh, that's close. Let's see, 2, 6. Yeah, he's going to be good, I think. With this many laps, the furthest he's going to finish is back in 16th, so I think he'll be good. You know, I'm kind of surprised here, like, these leaders. I don't think they're going to come down. To me, I think you've got to hit pit road. Nobody does, so it's kind of... I don't know. If you're Cody Smith and everybody else, and personally, I would hit pit road. I think the tires do play that big of a factor. And Kyle Smalley probably likes that. He don't want them guys to hit pit road, but hey, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Marcus Adams hits pit road. Brody Smith hit pit road. Ryan Worley actually hit pit road. So that's a bold call for them. So a lot of these guys did hit pit road. Some of them didn't. So it's a bold call, but I think you need a few more to come down with you to help you. Somebody just blew up, and I hope it wasn't who I thought it was. And I think it might have been, oh, it was James Cato. No, was it James? Yes, it was. This is a home track race for James, and unfortunately, you see him right here. Ended his night here at Bristol. So pace lights are about to go off. We're going to have about a 6-lap shootout here tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining once again, of course. So here we go. Pace lights are off, and it is going to be a 6-lap shootout here from Bristol. And Kyle Smalley hold on to win this one. Nobody has really put up much of a fight right now. Green flag is out. Good start there by both drivers up front. We're going to keep an eye on them fresh tires as well. Does that really play a factor? Marcus Adams, it says yes, it will. He has already picked up 3 spots in 1 turn. That is fresh tires, everybody. And here he goes, trying to make another pass. Oh, he gets the apron. That's going to hurt him. It's going to allow the 22 to make a pass. Oh, the 31 is going to go for a ride. The 22 is for a ride. Caution's going to come out again. Yep, and we will officially have a green-white checker as Marcus Adams and Brody Smith make contact. This is going to make for some nice words being said in the Iracing East chat, and the 31 just getting on the apron, and the 2 gets in the back of the 31 a little bit, and I think that even upset him more. Yeah, right there, and that's what clipped the 22. Tough break. So I think this will be a official green-white checker. We'll have to wait and see. Zeshawn going to get your lucky dog in that 10 car with all that damage. A lot of people not too happy right now with the 10, which is unfortunate. Guys, make sure you reach up and hit the subscribe button. The follow button. All that good stuff. All right, here we go. Pace lights should go off this time. No. So 200 laps wasn't enough. We just wanted to enjoy Bristol a little bit longer. Las Vegas next week. That's going to be fun. Tomorrow night, by the way, ASRC making their return back to TRN. Actually, their first time on TRN, but not their first time with me. They'll be back, hopefully. We'll have to wait and see the turnout, but we'll be with them guys tomorrow for that. I have to wait and see to confirm, but Wednesday night, of course, the ARCA All-American Series. Race number 2. Pace lights are off now. Once again, if you're not new, or if you're new to iRacing on how green-white checkers work here, if we go green and another caution pops out, we do it again. If we take the white flag, race is official. Basically, these guys race back to the line. And there's a lot of beat-up cars, so I don't know who's going to be where. First car, fresh tires back in 7th with Ryan Worley. We'll see if he's able to get back up to the field. Pace car's in. Green flag set to wave. Green flag is out. The 22. Oh, man. 3 wide at Bristol. This ain't going to work. Nothing 2 wide. White flag gonna be out of the air. Race is official no matter what happens. Kyle Smiley working off turn 2. He's looking to go to victory lane here for Bristol. You guys voted for it. You guys got it right. Kyle Smiley picks up the win. Win number 9 here from Bristol Motor Speedway. And wrecking is going on somewhere. Oh yeah, there's the 00 around. Not sure what happened here after the checker. This was after the checker with Ryan Worley. There you go. Anyway, Kyle Smiley's celebrating. as you can see here. Always hate here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and there is more. What's it, 22 and a 31. Not happy with each other. It's okay. It happens. Let's talk to Kyle here once again. Kyle, Smiley, Adam Chapman up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
Well, another win. Man, you're looking at double-digit wins before this end of this season. We already know that. Talk us through your night. Pretty much got a very nice-looking car. A lot of other guys can't say that.
Yeah, pretty much the goal from the start was to get the pole so I could be all out of that mess. But so I got the pole, and then pretty much just run my line to. I think my line saves tires a lot better than everyone else's lines running against the wall. I think that's my key to victory here every time. I think I'm 3 for 3 in this league at Bristol, so I'll take that. But yeah, just trying to lead as much laps as I can, stay out of damage or out of trouble so I don't get damage, and just avoid all the lap cars. That's about it.
Yeah, you led 91 laps back in the spring race, which was only 150 laps. So you pretty much do the same thing here tonight, man. Did the track change much at all during this race, or no? It looked like everybody once again back up on that high line.
No, the track didn't change much. It's tricky on fresh tires because the rear tires are cold, so they'll spin on exit. And if you spin them on exit, then the entry to the next corner is really tricky because it's pretty much you're guaranteed to spin out. So just trying to avoid tire spin and trying to save those rear tires.
Thoughts on round number 2? I know I talked about you at the Roval. I know we go there for the third race. I feel like you're the favorite going in there. But how do you feel about next week going into Las Vegas? Yeah,
Vegas is one of my best tracks. I was leading there earlier in the year, and then I lagged out. So hopefully we can improve on that. Hopefully the internet can improve on that. But then we got Dega, I think it's the second race, so I really don't care for those dumb races. Yeah, Vegas and the Roval, I'm really looking forward to that.
Hey, man, good job. Win number 9 now in the season. Any shout-outs?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to my kids, Zachary and Ethan. They'll probably watch this on Wednesday or so when they get home. My dad, he's got a hurt back, so hopefully he gets better soon. All of Balls Out Racing, Plan B Sales, Iracing iFlag, Butt Kicker, Midwest Motor Customs, TRNU for broadcasting. Really appreciate you. Hopefully we can get you racing with us next year. That'd be pretty cool.
I'll wreck you.
We'll see about that, buddy.
It's awesome watching you race, man. One of the best. Good job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You too, buddy. And thinking about Keith, that's why he hasn't been racing. Now should be an interesting interview. Just before we get started, this is Cody Smith. Before he starts talking, before I completely go into detail with him, just be warned if you hear anything. Cody, you got a copy?
Yeah, how you doing, bud?
How are you, man?
Frustrated. Came away with a second finish, but still frustrated.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like that you actually had a car that was capable running up front, of course, with Kyle. I know the damage was a big thing as well. Looked like wheel spin was an issue here tonight.
Yeah, it definitely was. You got guys that I heard my tire spin. It happened to me once, but
Right.
Instead of junking the field, I put myself in the outside fence and kept it going. I wasn't going to do that, but we got people in here week in and week out that do the same damn thing, and nothing happens to them. But I don't want to say anything else before I get myself in trouble. But it gets old, man. But I'm happy with the second place finish, and I'm thankful to all our sponsors that help us put on the show.
Of course, you make it out of round 1. We already knew that was going to happen anyway. Thoughts on round 2 going into that?
Well, I don't even know that because we got Greg McConey saying he's going to enforce the rules, and I turned around Ryan Worley after he junked my day by spinning the tires on the restart and junked a lot of the pack. He's one of those guys that does things week in and week out. I gave him a little loop-de-loop under caution. Didn't give him any damage or anything. We're going 45 miles per hour here under caution, so we'll see what happens there. But hopefully I'm through to the second round, and I feel like it's Kyle and Marcus's championship to lose, but I definitely would like to compete for it.
I think you deserve a spot, man. Everybody gets mad at Bristol. It's just Bristol. I think a lot of people need to realize that as well. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. I hope you definitely don't get no penalty for that because, Yeah. Anyway, go do what you do, man. Thanks for tuning in, or thanks for racing tonight, and thanks for the interview. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, just to all our sponsors that help us put on a show here. And you broadcasting, you've been a good broadcaster with us and a personal friend of mine, even if we've had words a time or two.
Just once.
I'm always, yeah,
One
just
time.
once. But you've always been a good friend of mine, buddy, and just sad to see you go.
Hey, I might be racing with you next year.
Oh, I hear that, bud.
Oh, so I get to wreck you on the track now. Hey, good job, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Have a
buddy.
good one.
You too. Next up, James Lowe. You know, out of all the people, James Lowe. Adam up in the booth, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Man, finishing third. Everybody's mad and upset tonight. I mean, honestly, you did what you normally do. This is how you've gotten so good in the points, playoffs. I mean, it's just consistent finishes. You got to be happy with third here tonight.
Well, it didn't come without its trials and tribulations, that's for sure. Had damage 3 or 4 different times that I got fixed, but you know, it was wild and crazy like it always is in this league at this track. So, you know, just try to survive the best you can. And I felt really bad for JR. I haven't got the chance to review that replay, but it sounds like there's a little bit of net code involved there. So I felt bad for him about that, but I'm glad he got to come back to a 5th place finish. And other than that, you know, we just survived.
Thoughts on round 2 going into Las Vegas?
Man, you know.
It's one of them races, I know.
I'll get a Molly show, and you know, I'll be up there 2nd or 3rd unless I wreck. You know, it's about the way it's been all year. So we'll see how it goes.
For sure, I was sitting here actually. Last time you raced at Las Vegas, no offense, but you finished back in 17th, so gonna have to up that a little bit. But no, man, good job. Congratulations on making round 2. You want to give any shout outs or anything?
Yeah, just shout out Balls Out Racing, Kyle, Chris, Marcus, and Keith. Hopefully Keith will come back soon. Get well, Keith. And Jason for putting on the league. Plan B sales. Jesus, I ain't done this in a while. AC Motor Custom.
AC Paints.
Midwest Motor Customs, iFlag,
Got
Butt
it.
Kicker.
You got it, man. Hey, good job, buddy. It was good to see you beside the top 3.
I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man. There you go. Thoughts on the race, guys? Looking at the standings, let me pop that up for you guys. Sorry, I was reading the chat. You see Patrick Green. I think with that, Patrick Green will advance. The guy who will not make it will be Casey Heschel in the playoffs. We're waiting to confirm that exactly. Haven't seen it. Let me look here to make sure that they have not updated the playoff standings since I last checked. Next page, there you go. You see the top 20. So anyway, that will do it for us tonight, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. Yeah, that'll do it for me. Sorry, I'm over here reading the chat and make sure the points ain't updated. Taking my time. Tune in tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll be live for the ASRC. If not, we'll see you Wednesday, but we'll see. Y'all have a great night. Thank you all for watching as always, and God bless.